Comics and Books fans, this is Scorp1701, and tonight we are getting back on track by taking a look at another XFactor member from the 1990s, and that is going to be Quicksilver. Now, Marvel Legends released a Quicksilver many years ago, but it had the old body style, and they have recently released a new one with a new mold and new style in a Amazon exclusive 3-pack called Family Matters with Quicksilver, Magneto, and Scarlet Witch. Now, I think this 3-pack was awesome, and I hate to say it, but I only really got it for Quicksilver, and everybody's going to think that that's crazy because most people would buy this set for Magneto because it's a new Magneto, or the Scarlet Witch, which we haven't had a Scarlet Witch in that particular costume for a while. But I wanted the least favorite character in here, Quicksilver, so oh well. So, taking a look at the box, you can see it is in a huge window box, and there's 3 of them in there. Sorry, we're not really going to have time to look at Magneto or Scarlet Witch tonight. We're just going to focus on Quicksilver. So you can see Quicksilver in there. It says 80 years, Quicksilver, X-Men, Magneto, Scarlet Witch, Marvel Legends series at the top, and warnings and Hasbro, all sorts of things. At the top of the box, you have a nice yellow X. On the side of the box, you have all 3 of them looking all heinous. Magneto, Scarlet Witch, and Quicksilver there at the bottom, which is looking all cool. Same picture on this side of the box. On the bottom of the box, you just have some words and credits for the box and a barcode. And on the back of the box, you have some nice comic book pictures and a brief read-up. So I will scroll in real quickly so we can look at that. Pause the video, read it to your heart's content, but we must be moving out. So I thought it was interesting they didn't have any product shots on the back of the box, but hey, you know, so be it. And you have some more warnings down here, Marvel, Hasbro, but anyway, that is it for the box. I don't want to see Quicksilver in the box, I know you don't, so let's get him out and see what he can do. And here we have Quicksilver out of the box, and out of the box he stands just under 6.5 inches tall, and he comes with a pair of alternate hands. So that's pretty much all you're going to get with this guy, and that's pretty much all that he needs. We'll take a look at the alternate hands in just a moment, but right now let's get a closer look on Quicksilver himself. And coming real close in on Quicksilver, you can see he has a nice normal looking face, not anything too distinctive about it. He does have some nice white eyebrows, and his hair is nicely done. It has some parts to it, looks like it's being wind blown, and nice and gray, kind of got silverish gray to it. I guess it's supposed to be silver. Now, most of the time in the comics he had like these 2 little tufts of hair kind of coming off the front of it. So I wouldn't have minded if they kind of drew something like that in there, but you can see he has some nice temple details, some forehead wrinkles, nice bluish eyes. I don't know if you can really tell the color there, but they're blue. Coming down, his suit is kind of all blue, which is really nice, starting up at the neck, and he has this little thunderbolt or lightning bolt, I don't know, trying to steal from the Flash there, design coming all the way down, and it's silver, and then it connects to the bottom to make a belt. It's all just painted on, there's nothing sculpted there. So the suit is kind of a dark blue. I got a really bright light on it, so it makes it look lighter. I think I would have liked a little lighter because he had a really light suit in the comic, but that's okay. It comes down to some nice pearlescent silverish light gray gloves. I like that, that's neat. He has some black trunks and the same blue coming down from his suit, and the same pearlescent for his boot. So there's not really a lot to this costume, but that's okay. I mean, it's a simple costume, and you know, he's a simple fella. Coming to the back, you can see he's still got that streak going down the side, so that carries through. That's pretty neat, and that is pretty much what Quicksilver looks like. Moving on. And And for articulation, starting at the head, his head is on a nice hinge, so it can go down a long way, it can go up a long way, and it can go all the way around 360 degrees if you felt like the need to break his neck. I'm going to say that joke every time, I guess. That's terrible, I know. Alright, his shoulders are on a butterfly hinge, so they can go in and out, which will kind of give him a nice, good running pose if you can put him in that. Shoulders are on a hinge, so they go up and down, and they can go 360 degrees around. He does have a bicep swivel, goes all the way around. Elbow bend, double hinged elbow bend, which is pretty nice. And he does have a wrist articulation, which means it goes all the way around, and it is on a hinge that goes up and down, so that's pretty good. A lot of motion there. Alright, coming down, he does have an ab crunch, which is right here. It can go back just a hair, but if you do that, you can see that they kind of skipped out on the paint. Cheapo! And if you can go forward a lot, so forward is really where you want to go, so that's pretty neat. He does have a waist articulation. It will take him all the way around 360 degrees, so that's pretty nice and standard. And uh-oh, lost our view. Come on, focus back. Okay, there he is. All right, for the legs can come out to the side a little bit. They can go up a long way, but they can't go back because the butt gets into the way. He does have a thigh swivel all the way around, and he has a double knee bend, which gives a lot of motion there. So for running poses, that's good. That's a good running pose. And he needs that. All right. He does have a boot cut. It goes all the way around 360 degrees. And he does have foot articulation, which goes all the way around 360 degrees on a rocker. And it can go up on a hinge, and it can go down on a hinge. Well, if it can get, it's there. It's kind of a little tight, so just be careful with it. But you got the hinge. You can see it there. So, all right. That is it for his articulation. And for his accessories, we will swap out the hands to these open hands, so it will give him a lot more aerodynamicness when he's running on this. So it's really going fast. So, you know, both of the hands are the same, and they're in this like kind of weird open position. So that's pretty neat. And that's pretty much it for his accessories. Moving on. And for a fun comparison, here Quicksilver is with the DC Multiverse Flash from the Flash vs. Red Death 2-pack from Amazon. Now, this is interesting, but the DC Multiverse figures are a little bigger than your normal Marvel Legends by about 1 point. So, I don't know. I would have been very happy if Multiverse had scaled their figures with the Marvel Legends so the DC characters and the Marvel Legends could play together, but I guess DC wanted their figures to be bigger and better, so nah, they weren't going to do that. Moving on. And for XFactor team comparison, here he is with Jamie Madrox, the Multiple Man. I think the team is starting to shape up. I only got 2 out. I know we did Forge, but he wasn't really part of the core team that I'm looking to do. But this is the team we got so far, and I'm happy with it. So, moving on. And this has been the Marvel Legends Quicksilver from the Amazon.com exclusive 3-pack Family Matters. I'm really glad they released a new Quicksilver. I really didn't like the old type of body molds with the ball jointed hips and such. This was really good. I don't have a problem with him. I think maybe if his costume was a little lighter, hair was a little more gray or distinguished gray. I like the pearlescent of the gloves and the boots and the little streak going down his chest. So, for the most part, yeah, this is a Quicksilver figure. There's not much you could do with him. Right now, like I said, with the Forge and even Jamie Madrox, these are the mutants that you can't really see their powers. So you do what you can with Quicksilver and possibly put him in a nice running mode, which you got here. This guy, he's been out for a while. If you want to try to pick him up, you can try Amazon.com. I don't think he's on there anymore. You might have to try eBay, or maybe GameStops or comic shops that may have this guy in the 3-pack. So anyway, guys, that's the review. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, keep playing.